Hello and welcome to another update video about IOTEX. To stay with good projects, even new projects, but if they're good, oftentimes pays off. And today you can see that. A few weeks ago I presented to you the project of IOTEX. Of course, it was not financial advice at the time. It is still not financial advice. But yeah, I showed you that project, talked about the fundamentals, found it really interesting because they have partnered with a lot of the big companies in the automotive industry. They're also in the same sort of think tank like IOTA, together with a lot of companies like in the automotive industry like BMW, and lots of other ones. And I showed it to you in the past video. Also talked a lot about the first security camera based on blockchain technology that IOTEX have launched and are now selling to basically bring blockchain into houses and the community and the world through the back door. Highly interesting project, I told you at the time, and now we have seen a major move of 65% here on Binance. It's actually 180% on Coinbase. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's ridiculous on Coinbase. I don't know what drives that massive price difference between these two exchanges today, but it's hilarious. It's absolutely ridiculous. Look at that. I mean, it's 224% on Coinbase at the moment. But again, I did say to you at the time that this huge pump here in August made me think and believe that huge investors have gone into this project early. Now, I think this is true because, you can see that huge investors are interested in it now. They are pumping the price. They are in there and they didn't really dump it. Yes, there was a dump, but look at from where we came. These investors know more. They know a lot about the project. They know that this project has potential. And I talked about why this project has potential in my first video about IOTEX. And now a lot of you guys were a little bit disappointed in the last few weeks because I know some of you guys bought. But, with crypto, you can't always say, today it's pumping, tomorrow it's pumping, it will pump next week. You can't say that. But the good projects will do well. And I really am, with the projects I present to you on this channel, it's never financial advice, but I'm always careful, like the ones with Blocktopia. I believe in, like Neop, which is very new and risky, but I believe in it. And this one here as well, it's not that new. It's obviously more established. Someone back then said, IOTEX is rubbish. IOTA is the key, but look at what IOTA has done since then and what IOTEX has now done with 65%. So it has a lot of potential. And, look at what we've done. I mean, it's just amazing. So good to see that I didn't sell you a slow mover here. And again, it was not financial advice. I didn't sell you anything, but look at look at the volume, which already started basically today with not even a major price move. But look at the volumes here, which picked up actually already, yesterday evening. Very, very interesting. So that volume is telling me that this project is going to be big. It's going to be interesting. People are attracted to it. To be honest, I don't know. I haven't found anything fundamental that is driving that at the moment. Any exciting news? Where there were these news here, IOTEX will present at the DLT Mobi. But that might have been the driver for that. Community Innovation Series this Wednesday. So maybe that is driving that. Trusted vehicle tracking. Well, I talked about the tracking device that they have in the last video, but I'm not sure if that is really driving the price or it's just institutional investors are getting their hands on IOTEX. Personally, I'd be careful buying into a pump like that anyway, but really just an update video about, IOTEX is still alive. I believe in the project still, and it's going to be big. It's going to grow, in my view. Again, no financial advice. If you go into that project, please do your own research. It's extremely hard to make a TA in such a parabolic pump here. It is already retracing a little bit. Yeah, you can see that here in the last hour, retracing a little bit. But we could also continue with that. We could continue. I mean, let's just check Coinbase quickly, and then I could look a bit at the it's 230%. But what happens with these pumps? And look at what Mana did. I mean, Mana pumped a few days, and then it dropped. And it's extremely hard to get into these pumps, chase the buying, get into FOMO. It's difficult because you never know when there is a retracement where the price will then fall to. But again, fundamentally, if you understand a project and you believe in it, there's always a possibility to dollar cost average in, but I would wait for the price to settle. It's still very early days. of it's obviously at your own risk. But I talk, I showed you the project early, which is great. We obviously had a buy signal here on the MACD, which was today as well, which is on the 1 hour chart. Obviously massively overbought now on the 1 hour chart, especially on the shorter term time frames. Here also on the 4 hour chart, we are now massively overbought. Huge uptrend, however, very strong uptrend on the 4 hour chart, overbought. Even on the daily, we are now overbought, and that is just what happens with these pumps. Yes, of course, we could go a little bit more, we could go higher. Yeah, the market can carry such an overbought level for a while. But look at what we've done last time with that huge pump here. That was even a bigger pump back in August, and I think it gained quite a lot of attention back then. So, you can see this could happen again. From here, we actually started with a lower RSI now than we did back then. So it could even mean that we could see an even bigger pump. But of course, that is no guarantee. If you jump onto that, that is at your own risk. We've now made from that move down here, from where we started that uptrend, we've made 140%. Similarly, back here, we made over 600%. So it just shows what is possible. Obviously, there is more market cap now than it was back then at this lower price here. And obviously, you can see that we retraced from there over various weeks. It didn't even take that long now for another pump. But that seems to be what this crypto project is doing. I don't know why it's pumping that massively all the time, but it seems to be institutional investors who are getting into this project early, maybe from the automotive industry. I don't know. So yeah, I think this project has a bright future anyway. Looking at what they're doing, they're quite innovative. Take a look at their website, take a look at their team. As you can see here, we even have more scope to the upside compared to what we did last time. And the RSI, we actually started lower this time than last time. Overall, it's looking good. I'm glad it's finally pumping. But obviously, jumping on the train now is extremely risky. Personally, I would wait now until the price is settling down. I bought back here, as I told you back then. And yeah, it's a great investment. And I think it will go up further in the alt season. So, people now think about profit taking. Maybe, it depends on your own strategy. I won't tell you take some profits now because it could go up further in the alt season, but it's always an idea maybe to take the initial investment out, or potentially just take 50% out or something. These are ideas, no financial advice here, but at least nobody has become poorer from taking profits. So it is just an idea, because people always ask, is it when should I take profits? It's early. We could also drop down in the next day to to the same level. So it doesn't harm certainly to take some profits and then take it from there. But that is just a suggestion. So hopefully you liked the video. If you did, please smash the like button. If you want to follow me on this crypto journey, please subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.